Is cybersecurity hard? If you type that into Google, you're probably thinking about getting into the field and want to know what you're signing up for before spending months sinking energy into it. I'm currently a cybersecurity student now, working through my degree in certs. I'm going to give you my experience, and the honest answer, it depends on what you mean by hard, because that one word can mean three completely different things. The first one is the material hard to learn. Cybersecurity isn't hard in the way people are scared of. You don't need to be a math genius. You're not sitting there doing calculus. Most of it is conceptual. You learn how networks move through data, how operating systems work under the hood, a bit of scripting, and a stack of security concepts on top of that. What makes it hard isn't the depth of any one thing, it's the breadth. You're learning networking and Windows and Linux and scripting, security frameworks, all kind of at once. And in the beginning, none of it connects. You'll feel like you're memorizing 100 different connected facts. Then at some point it clicks, and you realize all those pieces were describing the same system from different angles. And that click is the whole game, pretty much. Most people who quit right before that. The second question, is it hard to keep up with? And this one's a real yes. Cybersecurity is a field where you're never finished learning. The tools change, the attacks change, the certs expire, the technology you study gets replaced, and if the idea of studying basically forever sounds exhausting to you, that's worth being honest about yourself, because it doesn't stop after you land a job. But if you're the type who actually likes learning new things and gets bored doing the same thing for years, then this is one of those fields where it rewards that wiring instead of punishing it. And about the certs too, since that's a big part of the early grind, something like A+, Network Plus, and Security Plus, they're not impossible. They're memorization plus understanding. The volume is heavy, and some of the questions are written to trip you up, but thousands of normal people pass the exams every year. It's a grind. It's not like an impossible wall you can't climb over. The third question, and this is the one that actually trips people up, is it hard to get into? The hardest part of cybersecurity, and it has nothing to do with how smart you are. The field has a reputation for being beginner friendly because everyone talks about the skills gap, but most cybersecurity roles are not entry level. They want you to already understand IT before you land anything security related. That's why a lot of people, including me, on this path planning on starting help desk, and then move into system admin, and then move into security from there. So the hard part for most people isn't passing a class. It's the patience to build a foundation, get the first job that isn't even the dream job, and then sack experience until the security door opens. The learning filters out fewer people than the waiting does. And then the actual day-to-day, which I can't fully speak on since I haven't worked a security job yet. But what's clear from the outside is cybersecurity isn't one job. A SOC analyst watching alerts all day, a penetration tester breaking into systems, someone doing governance and compliance writing policies. Those are completely different difficulty levels. Completely different daily experiences. Some are technical, some are more process and people oriented. So is the job hard? Depends entirely on which job, and you have to aim for the kind of hard you actually like. So the bottom line, as someone in the middle of breaking into it, cybersecurity is hard the way anything else worth doing is hard. It's not hard like it requires a special brain you either have or you don't. It's like it requires you to keep showing up, keep learning when the material stops being fun, and stay patient through the slow part. The concepts are learnable. The certs are passable. The thing that actually separates people who actually make it from the people who don't is whether they can stay consistent long enough to get through the boring middle part. If that sounds like something you can do, then no, it's not too hard for you. It's just long. So those are two very different things. That's going to be it. If you like this video, please follow me on YouTube and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.